Hello everyone, my name is Aliyev. Our life so far as it has a definite form is but a mass of habits, says William James. Habits are quite important for all of us, and they can shape our life more than we assume they can. In fact, around 40% of all our daily actions are not decided by us, but by our habits. So, having better habits leads to having better life. And what if there are some methods of having new habits? In this speech, I am going to inform you about the easiest and the most efficient ways of having new habits. First of all, it's very important to start with smaller and easier habits. If you start with bigger habits, you might get stuck in and even struggle to build it. You might think that you need extra motivation or willpower. However, this is a wrong approach because willpower is something just like a muscle. If you work throughout the day, it gets fatigued. Your motivation might rise and then fall. Therefore, it's always better to start with easier tasks. For example, instead of doing 100 push-ups a day, start with around 10 push-ups a day. In this way, you will also feel more motivated and you will feel comfortable enough to do it. The second technique is to adapt to it, to increase it in a very small ways. You don't need to rush. By simple calculation, you can find out that if you adapt to it by only 1% per day, after a year, it will be around 38 times better. Otherwise, if you decrease it by 1%, it will be around 33 times worse. So instead of starting with something amazing and increasing it very sharply, start with something very simple and increase it gradually. In this way, you will feel more comfortable to adapt to it. The third important point is to breaking it into parts, because if you will do it for a while, after a few months, you will feel the difference between the first day and the last day of doing it, and continuing doing it with the same way might cause you some problems. Therefore, instead of, for example, doing 100 push-ups directly a day, do 10 times 10 push-ups a day. The total result is same. However, it will be much easier for you. And the last technique is a bit different from the others. However, I believe that it's the most important one among all of these rules. Remember that all professionals make mistakes at some point of their times. However, it's always important to get back on track. At some point of time, you will also make some mistakes. However, and it might even cause some serious problems. You might lose your control, and you can even attempt quitting it. Try to avoid it. Try and fail, but never fail to try. Thanks for listening.